Hey guys, it's Jen from Catascrapdesigns. So we are going to make our own sari silk ribbon, and this is going to go in two parts. We're going to soak it, and I'm going to do two of them. I'm using food color, Easter egg color dye here. It's a red. I like to get a nice pink out of it. And then I'm gonna go with the traditional coffee dyeing on one of them. It's gonna be a two-parter, like I said, because we have to soak it in the water for a little bit. And then after that, we let it soak for a little bit. Then we take it out. We rinse it off, not rinse it off, but squeeze out all of the water, and then we put it out to dry. So let's start off by putting in a couple of strips of each. I have two different materials here. We're going to see which ones work the best. I do suggest wearing gloves. I'm not wearing gloves because I ran out of them. Once I squeeze them out, I do use rubber bands to hold them tight while they dry, just to get that crinkly effect. I've used several different materials to do this before. I could show you what the other ones came out looking like using seam binding. Came out really pretty. I do use them for my tags a lot as tag toppers, ties, etc. I'm going to use this as a different material. These are all white materials. I need a little more of the pink. I use the red Easter egg dye. I get a nice pink out of it. Usually I mix in, I have a neon pink if I'm not using the red, I will mix the red with the neon pink. For today's purposes, I'm just using the red. I will take off the excess material after it's done dyeing because I use that for something else as well. And like I said, I did more of the red, the pink, because that's what I need for my upcoming journals. So the reason I use the mason jars is because this is dedicated to my crafts only, so I'm not ruining my stuff. I like to shake it up, make sure that we get good coverage. If you have to put more water in there, then do so. I'm going to come in here several times to shake it up a little bit. The coffee is pretty good, so I don't think we need any more water in that. And then we will come back in about an hour and see where we're at. We'll be back. Okay, so I decided I wanted to put a little bit of my neon pink I was telling you about in here before and mix it up, because I do want, after looking at my finished product, I do want more of a pinky. So I'm just going to pour a couple of drops in here. The neon one I had to order off of Amazon because they didn't sell it in the store I was at. I'm going to mix it up, and it's going to be a little purplish, pinkish. Doing it over the sink. because I don't want to stain everything. And I do suggest wearing gloves, and like I said, I don't have any right now because I ran out from doing dyeing. I rip holes through mine very easily. So now it's in there, and we will come back and check and see. And this is the neon pink that I used. So we will come back and check on them shortly. Okay, so we're back and we're gonna check out the color and see how it's coming along. The coffee dye made it an off-white. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the two different materials. And we're just gonna kind of scrunch it up. And we're gonna rubber band them. All different size rubber bands, which will also leave a mark in between. Which is the fun part. I tend to put too many rubber bands on, but that's okay. We did more of the pink. So I might need to get more rubber bands for the pink. I don't know yet. I will use for something else. I'm gonna bring this to the sink. This does more dyeing damage than anything. That's why I suggest wearing gloves. But I got a nice pink out of this, a nice pink color. Nice pastel pink. I'm just gonna worry about doing this all, unfolding it later, unraveling it. set that to dry. I'm gonna actually put it in my backyard and let the sun hit it. See if we could get a quicker drying time. This is why I say to wear gloves. So wear your gloves, and we will come back and we will check on these in a little bit. All right, so we're back to see what the results are. And we are going to take off the rubber bands. I think they're dry. I had them out in the sun for a couple of hours, so they should be dry. Although my tree was blocking them. So we'll see. And that's my cat meowing because he's hungry. She's hungry. It's still a little damp. I could feel it. Should have left it out there a little longer. I guess I was getting impatient after a couple hours. So this is one of the materials. This is the other material. I have a lot of rubber bands on here. And I can always rubber band them back up and put them in the dryer now that they're almost completely dry. But you see that red with the pink got me a nice pink color. One more to go. I guess this was when I dropped it in with the others. And then we have the coffee. So we have some deep brown and some light brown. This one's a little more wet. Oh, I can't believe it didn't dry out there in the sun for 2.5 hours. I can smell the coffee and it smells really good. So it's a little different from the other material I used. that I showed you earlier. This one does feel dry. Somewhat. And it went from white to tan. So there we have it. Those will be on some tags pretty soon. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see, and I'd be happy to do it. If you have any questions, let me know as well. Thank you guys for watching my video, and have a great day. Bye.